To get started, just click on the visual icon and drag some data into the data well. And the KPI will appear with some default formatting settings. If you have a colour theme set, the first colour will be taken, but you can override this with a number of customisations. In the Format pane you see 3 sections, and the first of these is Box Settings. So these are settings that will apply to both the KPI area and the label area of the visual. First thing you can do is to set a colour, which will affect the background colours of the KPI and the label, but not the font colours. You can also change the transparency, so for example making this fully opaque, which would benefit from a different colour there, I think. Or you might want to make it fully transparent, so that you just have a line appearing effectively underneath your KPI. Within box settings there's also this tooltip text. So if we just make this a bit darker, it might become clearer. If you hover, the text that is shown inside this box is shown in the tooltip. So instead of simply showing you the number, which is what happens by default with Power BI visuals, you can set a much more wordy explanation. For example, how a measure was calculated or what period of time it covers. Sometimes simply repeating the number in a tooltip isn't helpful, so here you can get creative. Under Label, you can change the font and font size and colour and the alignment. You can also change the location of the label, whether that's top or bottom. And in the final one, in KPI, you can also customise the font, of course, and the colour. You have vertical alignment options as well as horizontal ones, and you have padding. And then there are 2 options for actually how you display the number itself. Now it's worth knowing here, if you have a data format set in your data model in table view, this data format will take precedence. Okay, and so the changes that you make here won't have any effect. But if we just look inside display units, you can pick auto, or you can say, well, actually I want to see that in thousands. Obviously we need to make the font then a bit smaller. Or you want to see it in trillions. So you can be very specific about how you want to see it, and you can also specify the number of decimal places that you show. So you don't have to stick with Power BI defaults. So that's it. Metric helps you present KPIs cleanly while keeping your report stylish. Try it out and see what you think.